Well, hello, this is Pam, and I just want to welcome you to the reading of the Times Reporter newspaper for this Thursday, April 30th, 2020. We begin today's reading with the area deaths. William R. Harding, 78, of Carrollton, was called into the embrace of the Lord on April 24, 2020. Burial will be May 1st at Highland Memorial Park in Beloit. James R. Jim Liddy of Peachtree City, Georgia, age 90, passed away peacefully on April 22, 2020. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, funeral arrangements are pending. Cora Viola Edwards Patterson, age 87, of New Philadelphia, Ohio, passed away peacefully on Saturday, April 25, 2020, in the comfort of her home after a 6-month courageous battle with cancer. There will be no services at this time, and the family will hold a private gathering at a later date. Well, this concludes the area death notices from the Times Reporter for Thursday, April 30th. Let's take a look at our first article. Adam Wilgus, elected Tuscarawas County Juvenile Probate Judge, by Nancy Molnar, the Times Reporter. In New Philadelphia, Adam Wilgus has apparently been elected as the next judge in the Tuscarawas County Court of Common Pleas Probate Juvenile Division. He received nearly 71% of the votes in a primary election contest against fellow Republican Amanda Miller. Unofficial results released Tuesday by the Tuscarawas County Board of Elections shows Wilgus received 5,239 votes compared to Miller's 2,163. There is no Democrat or independent candidate seeking to replace retiring Judge Linda Cate for a 6-year term that begins in February. Wilgus expressed gratitude to his supporters. I am extremely humbled and appreciative of everybody that has supported my campaign, said Wilgus, who currently works as a magistrate in juvenile and probate court. We have had so many people that have come out and donated their time and effort and treasures to help support me. I have worked in this area of family law for my entire career, as far as my legal career is concerned. I love what I do. I think people see that, and I am very happy where I am at. I am very appreciative of the opportunity and the trust, Wilgus said. Quite frankly, when people vote, they're not just picking a name. They're instilling their trust in somebody to move the court forward and make good decisions for both children and families in Tuscarawas County. Miller conceded the election to Wilgus after results were announced. I congratulate Adam and hope he presides over the court well, said Miller, an assistant Tuscarawas County prosecutor. I am satisfied with my campaign. I said what I wanted to say, and I look forward to continuing to serve and protect our community as a prosecutor. Results reported Tuesday evening are unofficial. Ballots postmarked by April 27 or hand-delivered to the Board of Elections by April 28 are to be counted. Official results will be available after the Ohio Secretary of State's office conducts a review of the county's official canvass, which is due by May 19. Our next article, New Philadelphia Municipal Court updates Operation Modification. The New Philadelphia Municipal Court at 166 East High Avenue recently issued an update on its modification of operations. The courthouse will remain closed to the public through May 31st. The court will continue to operate for essential functions only from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Mondays through Fridays. All filings, including from police agencies, will be accepted only in the drop box located in the courthouse vestibule. People are asked to follow the instructions displayed at the box. The clerk's office, payment window, public payment computer terminal, and attorney/agency mailboxes will not be accessible. All mail normally placed in the attorney/agency mailboxes will be mailed by the clerk unless other arrangements are made due to volume. Access to the courthouse may be permitted only for attorneys, prosecutors, subpoenaed witnesses, victims, or victim advocates at the time of a scheduled hearing. Media shall have access in accordance with Ohio Supreme Rule 12. Anyone entering the courthouse will be required to wear a mask covering the mouth and nose. Social distancing and Ohio Department of Health regulations will be strictly enforced. For information, call 343-6797. Our next article is titled, "The City of Dover Receives National Recognition." The City of Dover recently received a Certificate of Excellence in Reliability from the American Public Power Association. The certificate recognizes utilities that placed in the top 25 percentile of reliability nationwide in 2019, as measured against the U.S. Energy Information Administration's data. The APPA helps public power systems track outages and restoration data through its E-Reliability Tracker service and compares the data to national statistics tracked by the EIA. AMP covers the cost of subscription to the E-Reliability Tracker service for all of its members. For information, go to publicpower.org. Our next article is titled, "South Court Muni Court Announce Operating Terms." Courts that handle traffic cases and lower-level crimes in Tuscarawas County have announced changes in their operations in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Tuscarawas County Southern District Court will reopen to the public at 1 p.m. Tuesday for traffic and criminal arraignments with restrictions, according to Brad Hillier. Although New Philadelphia Municipal Court will remain closed to the public until May 31st, it will continue to operate from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday for essential functions only. Access to municipal court may be permitted only for attorneys, prosecutors, subpoenaed witnesses, victims, victim advocates, or media at the time of a scheduled hearing. Municipal court will require everyone entering the courthouse to wear a mask covering the mouth and nose. Social distancing and Ohio Department of Health regulations are to be strictly enforced, according to an announcement made on Tuesday. Southern District Court will require anyone who has a mask to bring it and wear it at all times inside and outside of the building. South Court wants those notified about appearances to arrive by 12:45 p.m. They are to stay in their vehicles outside of the building until called into the building by the court staff. Southern District Court will require any individual who walks or has been dropped off for court to remain outside of the building. They must remain at least 8 feet apart from other individuals. No smoking or contact with other people is to be permitted. Review hearings are currently scheduled for 8 a.m. May 7 for all individuals who have received a notice to appear. South Court staff will be taking temperatures outside of the building and will require anyone entering the building to use court-provided hand sanitizer. The maximum amount of people permitted inside the courtroom at one time will be 4 individuals, with a distance of 25 feet between each person. All court staff will wear masks. The probation staff will also wear gloves. Hilliard said Southern District Court can reopen sooner than other courts in the county for 2 reasons. First, its building at 336 East 3rd Street, Yerkesville, has a large parking lot allowing for separation of individuals. Second, it has a large courtroom and separation of the staff from the public. Anyone with questions regarding their duty to appear is urged to call Southern District Court at 740-922-4795. Information about the online payment option for minor traffic offenses and other matters can be found on the court's website at www.tusccourtssouthern.com. Payment to New Philadelphia Municipal Courts shall be made by mail on the court's website or on the court's website at www.npmunicipalcourt.org or by calling 1-866-895-0198. Further information may be obtained by calling the court at 330-343-6797 and then press 0 for the operator. My next article is titled, "Unattended Grill Starts a Fire That Destroys a Yerkesville Garage" by Nancy Molnar, Times Reporter. Fire destroyed a garage and damaged a house at 606 North Water Street on Tuesday evening, according to Fire Chief Justin Edwards. He said the garage caught fire from a grill that was being used for cooking. The fire spread from the garage to a house through a breezeway. It damaged all 3 stories of the house. The residents of the home and their pets got outside safely, Edwards said. The home has smoke detectors. A neighboring house to the north sustained water, smoke, and heat damage, Edwards said. Firefighters were called to the scene at 606 North Water Street at 6:03 p.m. They arrived at 6:05 p.m. to see the 2-story garage fully involved in fire, Edwards said. The chief said the fire was under control in 45 minutes. Most firefighters left after an hour and 45 minutes. The last left the scene at 9:43 p.m. Edwards said his department has responded to 3 cooking fires recently. He suspects it has something to do with stay-at-home orders and closures, such as schools and restaurants related to the coronavirus pandemic. People are confined. They're home more right now, Edwards said. The grill that started Tuesday's fire was at the garage doorway, too close to the building, Edwards said. Use caution when cooking, he said. We're doing a lot more of it ourselves. Other departments responding were Denison, New Philadelphia, Arrowhead, and Warwick townships. My next article is titled First Fed Donates to Local Nonprofits. First Federal Community Bank's Board of Directors approved $25,000 to be directed to local organizations to assist with COVID-19 relief efforts. This is an unprecedented time, and our board wanted to earmark an amount over and above our usual charitable giving. We know so many have been impacted by the current situation, and we want to do our part to help, says Trent Toyer, President and CEO. The following organizations will receive assistance: the Greater Dover New Philadelphia Food Pantry, the Twin City Food Pantry, the Berlin Love Center Food Pantry, Tuscarawas United Feeding Our Future, the Salvation Army, Mount Hope Charities, and the Tuscarawas County and Holmes County Sheriff's Department. We are proud of how our community pulls together to support one another during a crisis. Thank you to every business, organization, and individual for doing your part to keep Ohio healthy, Troy said. Next article. New Philadelphia closes Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium to the public on a temporary basis, by John Baker. Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium is being closed to the public on a temporary basis while officials have a chance to develop protocols to conform with Governor Mike DeWine's new directives on social distancing. This was a tough decision to make because it affects people who use the walking track for exercise, says Mayor Joel Day. But I felt this temporary closing was necessary to give us time to come up with a plan to better police the use of the stadium and enforce the governor's new directives to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Over the past month, the mayor's office and city council members have received numerous complaints about groups gathering inside the stadium, with some ignoring signs to not use the playing surface, the mayor said. Several times, Tuscarawas Park personnel and city police have ordered the violators to leave, only to have them reappear at a later time. The decision to close the stadium was made Tuesday after Day held discussions with New Philadelphia Health Commissioner Vicky Iono and officials with New Philadelphia City Schools. The closing went into effect at sundown Tuesday. To accommodate walkers, the City Parks and Recreation Department will use signage to mark a walking trail around the park. As challenging of a decision this has been, it was made in a collaborative manner and with the health and safety of all citizens, said School Superintendent David Brand. It is my hope that we can reopen safely with all citizens following the health guidelines soon. Issues with use of the stadium were discussed at Monday's City Council meeting. There has been so much abuse out there that we've received numerous complaints that I think we need to close it, Day said. Law Director Marvin Feet disagreed, saying it was a mistake. I disagree with the decision to close the stadium, which is why I argued against it on the floor of City Council, Feet said in a statement on Tuesday. However, I do respect and trust that it was a difficult one to make for our health commissioner and the mayor. I just think it was the wrong one because of the low risk of transmission in that type of setting. Some people have been using the stadium for workouts. There have also been problems with people not maintaining social distancing and students from other schools using the football field in violation of local health department guidelines. In one instance, students from another school district were playing a game of 5-on-5 football at the stadium. Feet suggested that New Philadelphia could hire part-time park police to enforce social distancing guidelines. I sincerely hope that will be considered and that the temporary closure of the stadium will not turn into an indefinite closure, he said. Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium is owned by the City of New Philadelphia and leased to the New Philadelphia City School District for school-related activities. The next article is titled, Lauren International Invests in Smartway Communications. Lauren International Ltd. has invested in Smartway Communications LLC, a high-speed wireless internet provider serving Tuscarawas County, particularly rural areas. With a mission to provide high-quality internet with a personal service touch, Smartway claims to have a customer-centric approach to providing fast and reliable high-speed internet connections that local residents and businesses rely on every day. Customers immediately notice the excellent customer service, says Kevin Gray, Lauren International CEO. Smartway makes their service simple and hassle-free, yet extremely robust and reliable. Smartway serves the New Philadelphia, Uhrichsville, Denison, Janaden-Hutton, and Port Washington areas. Lauren International's investment, completed January 1, allows Smartway to expand its network to reach additional areas of the county that currently lack reliable high-speed wireless internet access. The investment will enable Smartway to improve infrastructure and upgrade its overall network, resulting in seamless internet service for our current and future customers. In addition, Lauren International will help support Smartway's administrative services and personnel, allowing the company to focus on providing first-class service. Lauren International will help Smartway implement systems that change how local residences and businesses think about their wireless connection and internet, says Gray. It is extremely beneficial to have the technology and personal service accessible right here in the county. Lauren International companies profess commitment to the community, collaborative spirit, continuous improvement focus, and product/service innovations. The family of companies include LMI Custom Mixing, Flight Test, Lauren Agri-Systems, Retail Product Solutions, and Lauren International Properties/Lauren International Real Estate. Smartways fits well with our vision to deliver unparalleled value to customers through innovation and new technologies, said Gray. Lauren International is focused on entrepreneurial companies where we can help leverage their existing potential. We're excited to help Smartway improve service and expand their reach through a better, simpler way to provide high-speed wireless internet. About Smartway. Smartway Communications LLC is a high-speed wireless internet and data services company headquartered in Tuscarawas County. Smartway provides wireless internet connection to residences and businesses in the county, including rural and underserved areas, and is expanding into new areas. Smartway prioritizes improving infrastructure and upgrading its network in order to provide the fastest, most reliable service. About Lauren International. Lauren International Limited is a vertically integrated global company with a strong sense of horizontal perspective among its highly diversified subsidiaries that include Lauren Agri-Systems, LMI Custom Mixing, Retail Product Solutions, Smartway Communications, and Flight Test. All Lauren International companies are united by the same goal, to bring vision and thought leadership to their respective industries using a combination of industry best practices, market excellence, and technical expertise. To learn more about Lauren International, visit www.laureninternational.com or call 234-303-2400. My next article is titled, Got Milk? Groups teaming up to distribute milk to area families. The goal is simple: deliver the milk and get a jug to every family. The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers, along with the Tuscarawas County Farm Bureau, have jointly purchased 2,200 gallons of milk that will be distributed with food at area schools this week. The group passed out more than 2,100 gallons in single-gallon containers at food distribution points last week. We're using money we would have used to sponsor community events that have been canceled, said Charlie Flinton. We know that people need food, and we know that kids aren't in school. We just want to put milk in people's hands. Flinton said the groups are buying 2,200 gallons from milk from Walmart in New Philadelphia and will be distributing it free at all public schools in Tuscarawas County. People think there's a milk shortage right now, but that's not the case, Fenton explained. There are places milk is being dumped in Ohio, but that all has to do with the supply chain. This is a perishable product that has to be processed. Milk is being delivered and it's being processed. For schools that deliver foods to homes, the milk will be delivered by school buses when the meals are delivered. At several schools, the families pick the meals up at the schools and the milk will be passed out there. Volunteers will be protected by wearing masks and gloves and will be 6 feet away from those picking up the milk. This is a great program and we have to thank Walmart for the help, Fenton said. We're buying the milk, but they didn't have to be involved with helping with this program. It's real nice of them to help out like they have. The next article is titled, The Claymont Foundation Selects Dots as the Teacher of the Year. The Claymont Foundation has selected Heather Dotz as its 2020 Teacher of the Year. In her 23 years at Claymont High School, Dotz has taught English, speech and communications, theater, and Sigma Tri, a new class that combines students of all abilities to improve communication skills and build relationships. Dotz served as the Thespian Advisor from 1998 to 2004, where she directed the annual fall play and spring musical. She also assisted students with the organization of the high school's annual Grandparents' Day program and recently accepted the role as the high school's staff facility dog handler / caretaker. Dotz and her husband Mike have 4 daughters, Gemma, Cora, Aria, and Isla. All attend Claymont schools. They live on a small hobby farm in Stone Creek with 4 horses, dairy goats, laying hens, 5 dogs, including CHS facility dog Audrey, and a cat. Dotz graduated summa cum laude from Kent State University with her Bachelor of Science in Education in Communications with a concentration in Speech, English, and Journalism education for students grades 7 through 12. She has her Master of Arts in Teaching from Marygrove College and has taken several workshops on teaching gifted students. Dotz has been recognized by many of her past students as an honored educator. I have learned so much from my colleagues and students about how to motivate and inspire others. My most recent lesson have unexpectedly come from a dog who shows me how to help others overcome fear and anxiety with compassion. I credit the opportunity to learn valuable lessons from a dog to my amazing students and supportive district, Dotz said. Dotz discussed how the facility dog came about. In 2015, Ohio made changes to the state's standardized tests, increasing the rigor and also transitioning from pencil paper tests to online testing. These changes caused noticeable stress and worry for both students and staff. My communication class recognized this growing anxiety and made it a class project to research an innovative way to reduce school stress, respond to anxiety, and improve overall school climate. One of the options they discovered was the use of a facility dog, she said. Dotz described the facility dog. As a result of this student initiative, today I have a new classroom partner, a 3-year-old golden retriever named Audrey, who comes to us from Freedom Paws Assistance Dogs in Marysville, Ohio, she said. I am honored and grateful for the community's positive response to our facility dog program. Claymont's initiative to secure a trained dog to serve the students and staff is just one part of our proactive attempt to address the important social and emotional needs of students and staff. Dotz will receive a $500 classroom grant for being named Teacher of the Year. The grant is sponsored by the Scott Lukart Memorial Fund. The Teacher of the Year has always been regularly recognized at the annual Claymont Foundation Alumni Award Dinner. Due to the current COVID-19 situation, this year's Alumni Awards Dinner will not be held. Our next article is titled Library to Host Fan Art Contest. National Library Week, the Dover Public Library is hosting a library fan art contest. A fan art celebrates the subject matter, whether it is a television show, a movie, or book. Library fan art celebrates libraries and the impact they have on the community. Submissions for the Library Fan Art Contest can be digital or scanned traditional art, but must have a library or a book theme and be the artist's original work. The art should be 1200 by 350 px. A template is available for download at www.doverlibrary.org. Participants of all ages are invited to submit their work via email to strassel@doverlibrary.org. The deadline for submission is May 1. Winners will have their work on display on the homepage of the Dover Public Library's website. This National Library Week, we wanted to give our patrons as many opportunities as we could to come together and share their love of books and libraries, says Liz Strauss, Teen Outreach Service Manager. This contest is just one of many ways we hope to reach people across our community. Well, my friends, this concludes the reading of the Times Reporter for Thursday, April 30th. This is Pam, asking you to please stay safe, be blessed, and make it a great day.